Bonsoir. Some men come walking down the street the other day. I was smile as I passed. He locked his jaw and looked away. He knew something that I did, something I was never taught. A weapon of the fathers now, for the battle's not yet fought till you learn how to man up, man down, overboard and underground. Man up, this man's down. Is it fear or protection? These armored plates you wear in full battle formation against the movements of the air. Oh, love, it can be deadly. Diamond, plant your eyes. Be sure, 'cause you stand them there. In the wake of every smile, teach your children how to man up, man down, overboard and underground. Man up, man down. Be prepared for battle. You gotta be prepared to fight. Be prepared for the worst of man. And the best one's out of sight till you only know them when man down, overboard and underground. Man up, man down. Man up, man down, overboard and underground. Man up, this man's down. Merci. Sky was low and and the clouds hung heavy. Well, the sky was low as the tide came in. The rain fell soft, kind of rain that won't let up. Well, the rain fell soft, dripping from his red t-shirt. Well, his hands hung low just to catch a football. Not so long ago, but oh so far away. Never might have thrown to hold our plate on nurture. Soon dirt and memory covered up his red t-shirt. Yeah. You can argue till your face turns blue about the color of a passport and what to do. Charity begins at home, seems to end there too. Seems to end there too. The cloud shook beneath you. What would you do if black smoke filled the sky? Well, the chance you take on a bomb or a bullet, or a small boat on the ocean, hope against hope in your eyes. You can argue till your face turns blue about the color of a passport or what to do. Charity begins at home, seems to end there too. Seems to end there too, yeah. Where we hold our heads, we hang them so low. Where we hang our heads so low we cannot see. Well, just give them bread and water, some place to lay their heads. Think yourself a lock, it's not your kid that's dead. It's just drips in the ocean, dripping from a red t-shirt. It's just drips on the ocean, dripping from a red t-shirt. It's just drips in the ocean, dripping from a red t-shirt. we speak, what we do not say. There's 100,000 minutes, there's 100,000 days, there's 100,000 reasons to let out our worried mind. Still I read till our ritual with the table of our time, and we roll like tigers in a cage. It's all we know to do. Tigers in captivity. Yeah, this love is the zoo. We're looking around for something as the tender wind go through the tape we build between us. Maybe, baby, you are too. On that wit it is seduction, on your wit it still rings true. You're working out for something to build the world anew, and we move like tigers in a cage. It's all we know to do. Tigers in captivity. Yeah, this love is the zoo. Well, we move around each other. We park a circle game. Kids are fed to fighting. Right, we're born into rain. We never approach each other lightly. Park a circle game. For fear I will bite you, or for fear of my shame, or for fear of the fear itself that never speaks its name. And we roll like tigers in a cage. All we know to do. Tigers in captivity. Yeah, this love is the zoo. This love is the zoo. This love is the zoo. C'est le fabuleux King. Julien, on met à la guitare. Pas obligé. Well, I want my father jumper for the first time today. Never would have fit him, though it does fit me. His name in big old letters just written on the back. I want my father's jumper don't think he'll want it back. Well, this jumper ain't a new one, it ain't even second hand. Probably was a present I just given to my old man. But little love you want to tell, it has got my dad's name on it, and so it serves me well. Could have been a better son, being a good man, could I be a better one? But for worse or better, better or worse, I am the man on my bird. Well, there's a gun shop and a sex shop facing off across the street. This hard shell's getting harder and we're stuck here in between. We fulfill every fetish, every single little whim. My jumper's no exception, except it belonged to him. Oh, my jumper, well, it kept me warm as winter with the stone. My jumper kept me from the cold, kept me from being alone. Well, it's funny, after everything he toiled to give his sons, his stupid little jumper, his stupid orphan son. Could have been a better son, being a good man, could I be a better one? Well, for worse or better, oh, for worse or better, yeah, yeah. For worse or better, for worse or better, yeah. When I'm talking to my brother on the phone and he calls me up and I say, hi bro, I am all alone. Are you? Are you? No, you. You have some people with you. I won't be long. I just want to make a little rendezvous. There's so many things that you know we cannot say because of time, because of what we have not said before this day, and a little bit of time and a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and the words they tumble one after the other into my hat, and suddenly we have the years that we have built, and suddenly we have the tiny little fill that making filling up and building up and taking us to where we can speak to one another, and the time's like it wasn't there. So the time it wasn't there, it's like the time it wasn't there, yeah. For worse or better, for worse or better, yeah. Said for worse or better, better or worse, I am the man of my birth. Merci. I like it. Keep going. Well, I'm up upon the mountain, self-imposed retreat. Some will say a liar, and some will say a cheat, and some with sweet benevolence will say it's what I need. But this kid crouched in the corner got his fingers in his go on. Technicolor spectacle for an audience of one. Looking for inspiration, I go scrabbling in the dirt. Well, I looked inside the bottle, just got wine stains on my shirt. Up on the mountain, looking for songs to sing. Thought I could get inspiration, and I just can't see a thing. Well, I'm up upon a mountain, and I came here on a whim. But the getting here was better than the being here has been. And as the clock is ticking, I am playing with myself, thinking of you thinking, but you're thinking something else. Up on the mountain, looking for songs to sing. Thought I could get perspective, and I just can't see a thing. Well, I came here as a pilgrim. I came here as a thief, stealing from my memory. Now it's coming back for me. I'm a fugitive of greed. Woman of a woman, and this man of a man, and this kid, he's out here looking for someone to hold his hand. And I'm up here on a mountain, I'm up here on the mountain. Mr. Raphaël Chassin à la batterie. Why don't we go and get coffee sometime? You come from your way and I'll come from mine. I'll get to table, we'll both meet up. I'll watch you sipping from your coffee cup. Make eyes at me like you used to do. Make eyes at me like you used to do. You get espresso and me flat white. You can make plans for the rest of the night. You call me Julie, Jennifer. I will just be Jimmy James if you prefer. Suspend your judgment, I'll go make a call. Get a hotel room and we'll be sneaking up the hall. If we do it and we do it right, we can have one hell of a night. The babysitters are looking after the kids. We can do all the things I wish that we did. And in the morning at breakfast time, well, you'll fetch you way after 9. And when reception wanna kick us out, our morning glory gonna scream and shout. I'll go make a call. Get a hotel room and you'll be sneaking up the hall. In the morning when the dust has fell, our little secret never to tell. And in the evening when the kids are in bed, well, we can do it over. Hey! Well, we can do it over. Said we can do it over. Well, we can do it over. Well, we can do it over. Said we can do it over. Oh, we can do it over one more time. I said we can do it over again, again in our heads. Merci. Window looking dirty, the sky that's outside too. Your tea is cold and murky, but your vision's laser true. They said you come to nothing, and nothing's where you are. But you know something. Oh, you're the one to get things done. You're the keyboard warrior. 100 million people just looking at themselves, just going around in circles at this vicious show and tell. But you're not like the others. No, you see through the smoke. The mirrors and the colors. Oh, you're the one to get things done. You're the keyboard warrior. Crusader on a sad crusade. Keyboard warriors, no, you don't see the damage that you made. The broken fatal run left on your wake up and smell the roses. See just what you've done. 100 million people, and you're the one to get things done. Old King Saul's favorite son, fingers poised on a smoking gun. Merci. Ask me what's happening, and I say rain. You ask me what's going on, and I say time. Time and moving on, Pretty soon I'll be gone. Yes, man. You say, how do you do it? I don't know. See, when the time comes round, what are you gonna do? I say something. Yes. Same old me, same old love, same old thing I never make enough. Same old me, same old stuff, same old work I never make enough. Happening. I said nothing much. And you ask me, you say, how do I do it? I don't know. I don't know. I just keep on keeping on. Keep on keeping on. I just keep on keeping on. Till you're gone. Same old me, same old stuff, same old work, I never made enough. Said same old me, same old stuff, same old work, I never made enough. I said same old me, same old stuff, same old work, and never made enough. I said same old me, same old stuff, same old work, and never made enough. wants to be rich. Gonna get me that big Lamborghini. Gonna get me that big house on the hill. Well, you wanna be rich and you wanna be welfare. You wanna be rich and you wanna be welfare while you're stealing our children. Well, you wanna be rich and you wanna be welfare. Well, you wanna be rich and you wanna be welfare. Well, you wanna be rich and you wanna be welfare. Well, you wanna be rich and you wanna be welfare. Well, you wanna be rich and you wanna be welfare. Believe I'd rather be poor and healthy. Well, you wanna be rich and you wanna be welfare. Believe I'd rather be poor and healthy. Well, you wanna be rich and you wanna be welfare. Believe I'd rather be poor and healthy. Monsieur Raphaël Chassin à la batterie. Well, the door wouldn't close, and the windows let in the rain, and you never know just what you're capable of, so you have to do it all again. Take away what you came. I will too. There's a pain that's in your pocket, and a face hung behind your smile. Though you run outside to lock it, that horse has been bolted for a while. Take away what you came. I will too. Take away what you need to. I'll take you. Be it lots or just a little. Take what you've got and learn to smile. Well, the oppressed, they're always gonna kick downwards. You've been down for quite a while. Be it needing or be it wanting, you've got a hunger that's on your tongue. Though your mouth is dry as charcoal, you know the water's gonna come. You know the water's gonna Well, they hung the sun up in our town. When you live it up, you won't live it down. Well, he left Monterey, son, just like a bullet leaves a gun. With the charcoal eyes and Monroe hits, you're gonna take that California trip. Well, the moon was well down the hill I went. Well, don't look back when you come on, Jim. Oh, you've got to hold on, hold on, hold on. You gotta hold on, take my hand, take my hand, you gotta hold on. Well, he gave her a downstar watch and a ring made from a stone. Everyone's looking for someone to blame. When you hold my hand, you share my name. Well, go ahead and call the cops. You won't find nice girls in coffee shops. Sometimes there's nothing left to do when you're falling behind in this big blue world. Oh, you've got to hold on, hold on, hold on. You gotta hold on, take my hand, standing right here, you gotta hold on. Got to hold on, hold on, hold on. You gotta hold on, take my hand, standing right here, you gotta hold on. Well, I miss your choking China voice. Well, I wish you were still here with me. God bless your broken China voice. Well, I love you, baby, can't you see? Well, you build it up, you break it down, and you send your mentions to the ground. Sometimes there's nothing else to do when you're falling behind in this big blue world. Oh, you've got to hold on, hold on, hold on. You gotta hold on, take my hand, standing right here, you gotta hold on. Yeah, you gotta hold on, hold on, hold on. You gotta hold on, take my hand, standing right here, you gotta hold on. Well, I woke up reeling on a winter night. My head is full and my eyes are wide. Really running in the saddest glow. I know something wish I didn't know. Well, the wind is blowing straight around my feet. My head is doing just the same to me. Hell is empty and my heart was full. My heart was thumping like a raging bull. My heart was thumping like a raging bull. Hear no evil. Hear no evil. Hear no evil. We'll take your trouble to the pawn shop man. Shine them up and do the best you can. Put them in the window as you turn to go. Everybody gotta make a wreck somehow. Well, if you do, you'll never rest sometime. Leave your soul raw, don't look back around. It's only if nothing in my eyes are blind. Merci beaucoup. Messieurs, dames, je crois que c'est le 19e édition de ce festival. Donc, un énorme merci à tous les gens qui mettent tout le huile de coudre pour que... Coudre, pour que ça puisse se passer. En particulier François et toute son équipe ici à... Jada Montagne, give it up! Chanteur Sommet, 20 ans, l'année prochaine vous y sera. Yeah. Okay. The song's called Midlife Crisis. Shit hits the fan. Might buy myself a sports car. Might walk the earth like Cain. Might lay it on the table, all the grunge and grit. It's in my midlife crisis, so you best get used to it. Well, this in my midlife crisis, too little but not too late. Inevitable consequence of inevitable fate. Growing pile of self-help books appear upon the shelf. It's in my midlife crisis, so you better help yourself. Midlife crisis, yeah. Midlife crisis. Well, I read them cover to cover. I find it's the best way to get all these self-helpings that drip from every page. No more the self-sufficient, no more the frantic pace. The more I build behind you, the more I fall upon my face. Well, it's in my midlife crisis, crisis of midlife. It's in my midlife crisis, and you're my midlife wife. Well, this is my midlife crisis, it's a reckoning of sorts. I'm buying unknown vegetables and I'm playing unknown sports. And the dogs, they are howling, hear them at my feet. Though I'm not afraid of death, this dying that gets me. Midlife crisis, yeah. Midlife crisis. In a bag of cigarettes, or in an old man's ramblings, though he may just have Tourette's. And I looked inside the bottle, and I looked between the sheets. This is my midlife crisis, but don't look down on me. Well, this song, it is for anyone, it might just be for you. Inject your face with Botox and dye your hair bright blue. I ache in all the places where we used to play. It's in my midlife crisis, so don't get in my way. Ok, attends. Ok, je me sens un peu seul là. C'est une chanson que j'ai écrite qui s'appelle Midlife Crisis. C'est quand même assez personnel quand même. Je vous donne de moi. Donc est-ce que je pourrais avoir tout d'abord peu d'aide avec la rythmique. Ok. Là je vais vous demander de la polyvalence. Donc cette chanson, elle s'appelle Midlife Crisis. C'est quand même un peu dramatique. Vous n'avez pas perdu, je sais pas moi, le ticket pour un livre à la bibliothèque ou quelque chose, c'est quand même assez grave. Donc j'ai besoin que vous criez, vous partagez avec moi ma douleur. Ça s'appelle Midlife Crisis. Midlife crisis, yeah. Midlife crisis. Ok, 2 fois. Midlife crisis, yeah. Midlife crisis. Midlife crisis. Ok, c'est bien, là on sent la crise. Well, my daddy was a loner, I guess I am one too. I try to smile at strangers, that's not what you're supposed to do. When I'm blue, I smile at you, much to the same effect. 'Cause in my midlife crisis, I'm socially inept. Midlife crisis, yeah. Midlife crisis. Midlife crisis, yeah, yeah. Midlife crisis. Messieurs, dames, c'est Monsieur Raphaël Chassin à la batterie. Monsieur Long-Cameray à la basse. Julien Homé à la guitare. Merci beaucoup à vous. Apparemment, dans très peu de temps, il va y avoir un concert là-haut. Et à l'année prochaine. Allez, j'ai trop envie de vous entendre chanter encore une fois. Midlife crisis. Here we go. Si vous insistez. Sounds too blue to fly. Moon just went behind the clouds to hold his face and cry. Have you ever known a night so time goes crawling by? The late night train is winding low. I'm so lonesome I could cry. Like me's no will to live. I'm so lonesome I could cry. I'm so lonesome I could cry. I'm so lonesome. Julien Homé. Merci beaucoup à vous. Et un grand merci aussi à l'équipe qui filme.